So if I have a look now in my folder, my desktop with my PNG drawings, they're all PNGs. I've got eyeballs 1, 2, and 3. These are previous ones that I made, which I'm not happy with, so I'll get rid of those. So I've got the antennae. I've got eyes 1, eyes 2, eyes 3. I've got the monster body. I've got the mouth. And I've got the teeth. So the next step is now to assemble all that in Photoshop. Now there's different ways you can do this. You didn't have to do all these steps. You could have done it differently, but I'm simply showing you the simplest way that I know. So what I'm going to do now is I'll get rid of these. I don't need those anymore because I've saved them already, and I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to make it A4, and I'm going to call it Animated Monster. Okay, now this bit's quite important. A GIF is meant to be seen on the internet. It's meant to be a very small file so that it loads really quickly. So 300 pixels per inch is too much. 72 is generally 72 pixels per inch is regarded as the standard for any web image. So we're going to change that to 72, and we're going to click Create. And now I'm going to start assembling all my pieces. So I'm going to open them up. So firstly, I'll open up the monster body, and actually, mistake, I'm going to place embedded the monster body. There we go. Now he's on my document. And you can see there's still a transparent background. I can colour this background if I want to, but I'll do it later. I can resize it, make him a bit bigger. All you have to do is use the shortcut Control-T in order to get the bounding box to resize it. Now I'm going to put his mouth on. So File, Place Embedded, Mouth. That's a big mouth. So I'm going to make it smaller again, just by Control-T, or you probably don't even need to do that initially. There's my mouth. Notice how the mouth has a transparent background. So I can place it straight over the monster's body. So now for the teeth. Again, I need to resize those. And finally, the eye, or one of the eyes anyway. Doesn't matter which eye you put on. So I'll just put eyeballs 1. Actually, I don't mind that large eye. I'll shrink it down just a little. There we go. So I'm going to call this, I'm going to save it rather as a JPEG, and I'm going to call it Monster 1. So Monster 1, and this time I'm saving it as a JPEG because I'm going to need to upload it again. So save it as a JPEG. Now, I'm going to open eyeballs 2. It's really important that you keep all these layers so that you can see exactly where eyeballs 2 needs to go. So File, Place Embedded, eyeballs 2, Place. Now I'm going to have to shrink it down so that it's exactly the same size as eyeballs 1. I would even just change the transparency on that one so that you can see right through it. And that way you can put it right on top. And then put the transparency back up. Okay, so that's now eyeballs 2. Sorry, monster 2. So save it as monster 2. Again, as a JPEG. And finally, monster 3, of course, is with the 3rd set of eyes. So eyeballs 3, place. Again, shrink them down. Play with the transparency a bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll save that as monster 3. Okay, so next video will actually show you how to put all this on a timeline and turn it into an animated gift. Thanks, guys. Bye now.